The story of Christmas. Jesus and the wise men. This is Jesus.
Booyah!
Jesus is the Son of God who would grow up to do amazing things. His parents on earth were Mary and Joseph.
Heyo.
Jesus was born in a barn because there was no room for him anywhere else in Bethlehem. Bethlehem was part of Judea, an area that was ruled by a king named Herod. King Herod was in Jerusalem when some wise men from eastern lands arrived in Jerusalem asking,
Excuse me.
"Where is the newborn king of the Jews? We saw his star as it rose and we have come to worship him." When Herod heard that there was another king born in Judea, he was very upset, as was everyone else in Jerusalem.
Yeah. Not you.
So Herod called all the important priests and Jews together and asked them where this king was supposed to be born. The Jews knew that their king would eventually come, and it was always told to them that the king of the Jews, the savior of the world, would be born in Bethlehem. So they told that to King Herod. Then King Herod thought of a way to trick the wise men. So he called a private meeting with them and learned from them when the king of the Jews' star first appeared.
Oh, good.
And then King Herod told the wise men, "Go to Bethlehem and search carefully for the child, and when you find him, come back and tell me, so that I can go and worship him too."
Okay.
Hey, on your way.
But secretly, Herod wanted to know where the king of the Jews was so he could get rid of him. So the wise men went on their way, and the star they had seen in the east guided them to Bethlehem. It went ahead of them and stopped over the place where Jesus was, and the wise men were filled with joy.
Woohoo!
They went into the house and saw Mary and Jesus,
Hello. Oh, look. Wow.
and they bowed down and worshiped Jesus.
Wait.
They gave him special gifts fit for the king that he was: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Then God warned them in a dream to not go home through Jerusalem, where King Herod was, but God told them to go home a different way. So they did. And then an angel appeared to Joseph in a dream and said, "Get up." The angel told Joseph to go to Egypt with Mary and Jesus because Herod was looking to kill Jesus. That very night, Joseph left for Egypt with Jesus and Mary. They stayed in Egypt until Herod was gone, and it was safe for them to go home to Israel. When they returned, an angel warned them about the new ruler of Judea, who was Herod's son.
This way.
So Joseph and his family went to the region of Galilee and found their new home in the town of Nazareth,
Look good?
Yep.
We'll take it.
where Jesus would grow up and eventually do all the amazing things God had planned for him to do.
Hello everyone, welcome to the RBC craft session for this week. Happy New Year to you all. I'm hoping you will have seen a video of the Christmas video or where Jesus was born and the wise men went to visit him. And so today's craft is, let's take a guess, wise men. Let's have a go at making the wise men. I thought we've got plenty of wrapping paper and sparkly paper. Well, no, not plenty, I shouldn't say that, but Mum might have some left over in the stash, and do some wise men. So I have cut out the bits. I've made two. Here's my Blue Peter moment. I've made two already. And I'm now going to put together the third so you can see what I've done. So I have taken a loo roll, which is something that we would not normally be allowed to do in a playgroup because of health and safety, but you can use your own loo rolls. And I've taken a bit of wrapping paper and I'm going to glue stick it all over. Love a bit of glue stick. Try not to get it everywhere, but hey, that's part of the fun of craft. and stick and glue, getting sticky. And then I've just wrapped my paper all the way around my loo roll. You might have to wait a couple of weeks thinking about it for mum to finish or dad to finish off the loo rolls, but you can use kitchen roll inside, or even if you've got card, you could make your own rolls out of the card, because I know I've used a toilet roll, but I've also used card on the outside of that, so you could actually use the card. So I've stuck my little coat for my wise man. This is his undergarment, because the way it makes it looks like this is the cloak, and this is his undergarment with his gift, bearing his gift. So I have stuck a little vase, cut out a vase. This one I've cut out a box with I've managed to find a little sequin or sticky on gem there. And this one I've done another little box there, look, to stick on for their gifts that they've come bearing for the new baby. Bit of glue, dead easy this one, I hope. I hope you've managed to find the bits at home. Bending round a corner, I have found some of the card to be a bit, so paper might be better. But I've got some nifty little gadgets here which I've acquired over Christmas, which again, if you have a crafty helper, you may find these little pegs. Look, aren't they cute? And we peg, oh look, I can't even use my fingers because I'm all butterfingers. Can't even do the peg. Look at that. There we go. Open the peg up. And they will hold the card whilst it's sticking on. And then this face, I've done a little bit different, and I shall show you once I've stuck him on, but I thought, oh, we've got to make a slightly different. I've given him a beard, look. And stick him on the top of your gift part there. There we go. And he needs a turban, doesn't he? A headband. Keep the sun's rays off him as he's travelling to Bethlehem to see baby Jesus. So I've used the same sparkly card. I'm quite fortunate that I've got a bit of a stash because I'm a bit of a craft geek. But, you know, anything, tin foil even, you know, scrunch that up and make a turban around the top and give it a good glue and stick him down. I'm sure some of you will come up with some really good interpretations of this. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine, as I've said in the past. I'd love to see your ideas of how you come up with what you've come up with. So post them on the RBC Facebook page. Get your parent or your carer to post them up on the Facebook page. Or in the messenger that Sally will send you, this link would be great. And it would be good to see, I mustn't put him too far forward because then you won't see him, your interpretations of the three wise men bearing their gifts of gold, frankincense and myrrh. And yeah, I look forward to seeing what you come up with, guys. Hope you're keeping well. And yeah, it would be good to catch up with you soon and look forward to seeing you soon, hopefully. Take care now. God bless.
Well, hello again and welcome to 2021. Gosh, it seems a long time ago since Christmas, doesn't it? But the very day that we finished our Christmas and put all of our Christmas decorations away, somebody else was just starting their Christmas. 12th night, January the 6th, when we take down our decorations, is also called Epiphany. Well, that's a tricky word. So I looked up in the dictionary to see what Epiphany means. And it says it's to be made known. So, who was made known to whom? Epiphany, to reveal or make known. Well, it was when Jesus was made known to the wise men from the east the first non-Jewish people or Gentiles to recognise Jesus for who he was. They journeyed to see him, bringing special gifts: gold because he was a king, frankincense because he was a holy priest, and myrrh, a special ointment that was used in those days when people died. Now, we know that God created the stars. In Psalm 147, we find he counts the stars and calls them out by name. In Isaiah, it tells us, "Look up to the heavens. Who created all these? He, God, brings out a starry host one by one. He calls them out by name." In fact, 3 of the constellations that we see in our night sky are named in the Old Testament. If you can find what they are and where they are in the Bible, do get in touch with Sally. Prizes are on offer. Recently, we had a cosmic event when 2 of the largest planets in our solar system came very, very close to each other. Jupiter and Saturn caused stargazers to get very, very excited. You could see this with just your naked eye. So imagine how excited our wise men were when they saw this new, dazzling, unique star appear. They knew from looking in their papers and ancient scrolls that this meant a special new king had been born in Bethlehem. They got ready. They took their special gifts, setting off. They didn't need a map. They didn't need a sat-nav. They didn't need Google Earth. No, that dazzling, unique star led them all the way. Now I wonder, if you were making a journey to see a new baby king, where would you go? I think I'd go to Buckingham Palace. If I was important enough, I might be allowed an audience with the Queen. The wise men went to their capital city, Jerusalem, and spoke to King Herod. "We've come to ask where the new king of the Jews has been born. We want to go and worship him." They continued, "We've seen his star in the east, and our books tell us that he'll be born in Bethlehem." King Herod and his government were very upset, to say the least. "A new king to take away my throne?" said Herod. "I think not." He came up with a cunning plan. He told the wise men to go to Bethlehem and find the baby, and then come back and tell him so that he could worship the baby as well. But he had an altogether nastier plan in mind. So our wise men continued their journey, led by the star that God had created and sent for that purpose. When they came to where Jesus was, they knelt down and worshipped him. They gave him their special gifts. Can you remember what they were? Gold for a king, frankincense for a holy priest, myrrh because Jesus came to die to save us. Here they are. We don't know how many wise men came. We do know they brought 3 gifts. We don't know how long it took them to travel the many, many miles to find Jesus. It could have been up to 2 years. But we do know that they found Mary, Joseph, and Jesus. They were about to return through Jerusalem to tell Herod when, wait, you can find out what happens if you read Luke chapter 2, verse 12. So that's all about Epiphany and the journey of the wise men. The end of our Christmas, but the start of theirs. However, it's the start of another year in our journey with Jesus. If we want him to be with us, then we must not put him in the box with all the decorations. I'll just put this tinsel away. No. Dear Lord, thank you for the wonderful time we have had celebrating your birth. Help us to remember that this is the start and we need to be like the wise men who followed. They knew you were to be born because they read about you in the scriptures. Through 2021, help us to carry on reading the Bible to find out more about you. Amen.